Hi, welcome back my dear students of class 9. I am Rajendra from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur, presenting this video, digital video for your learning, my dear students of class 9. So many videos are there that are present with my channel, that is the Gyan Darpan Education, and you have to have the subscription. My dear students, let us start about the natural resources, second part of the natural resources. And these natural resources that we have discussed in the first part, we have discussed about the air, and now come to the second one, that is the natural resource, which is water. Dear students, this water is available in 73% of the earth crust. Total hydrosphere, water is present in the form of the hydrosphere, and that is up to the 73% of the total earth crust, earth volume, that is present in the form of rainwater, in the form of pond water, in the form of cloud, in the form of ice, and in the form of surface water, in the form of groundwater, underground water. So many forms are there that are present to represent the water. Dear students, प्यारे बच्चों, while studying this water, you have to have the knowledge of the importance of this water. Since you know this is the life. As Earth is having 73% of water, likewise our life forms, human itself, that is having the more than 70% of the water in its body. So think about the importance of this water, and always water is being utilizing in the different processes, in washing, drinking, irrigation, cooling, and so many industries are there which use the water vigorously. Dear students, the sources of water. Let us study about the sources of water. So number one source, that is the rain, and for this rain the required natural factors are that forest. So rain directly concerned with the forest. As you know, the rich forest area like Meghalaya, Assam, that is having the more rain in the world, and the forest of the Amazon also, that is the most popular area for the good rain. And rain, how rain comes, that is in the form of small droplets that is coming from the sky when cloud form and that get condensed. When cloud get condensed, it will be come on the earth in the form of small droplets. So that is the rain, and there are several seasons as far as the forming of the cloud and coming of the rain are there in our country, especially, as well as the different parts of the world. My dear students, come to the surface water. This one, that is the surface water. So surface water, that is directly linked with the rain. When rain comes, then surface water will be maintained. Otherwise, this surface water will be decreased. For example, pond, lake, rivers, streams, hot streams, and sea. Dear students, come to the third form, and that is the underground water. Underground water. So this underground water is also, that is a reservoir, and that is linked up to the rains also, because if we are taking more and more underground water for our utilization, then there will be the shortage of the underground water. So what happens when rains comes and that deposited at the surfaces, then the surface water, it gets capillarized, it gets filtered, and it goes inside the earth crust, inside the earth, and it will be stored in different patches in the form of groundwater, underground water. That is the underground water. So dear students, these are the different forms, different sources of the water, and as far as quality is concerned, the quality of the water that has to be maintained. And as you know, the water, that if the several minerals get dissolved in the water, then that water will be called as mineral water. And as you know, the different minerals like calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, iron, etc. are very necessary for our life, for our good health. So these are if the different types of these natural minerals are there with the water, then that water will be beneficial for us. But dear students, as far as the pure water is concerned, and that is the H2O, this pure water, if it is got from the different other sources, and that is the mineralless, then that will be the less beneficial for us. So that this thing that you have to keep in your mind, that the water should be the mineralized for the good health of the human. My dear student, the water is very important for the human life, because this water acts as a solvent and performing different roles in the human life, especially secretory and excretory product. Like if a secretion is there in the human body, then that will be available as a solvent. If excretion will be there, then that will be a solvent in the human body. And it regulates the body temperature. Water regulates the body temperature in the human physiology. Body temperature that will be controlled by the water in the human physiology. And other importance are, like it acts as the carrier of nutritive agents. It is a carrier of nutritive agents, elements to the tissue, different tissue in our body. It helps to remove the waste material. This is useful in the excretion. And water helps to regulate the electrolyte balance in the body. My dear student, this 73% or more than 70% of water that regulate the electrolyte balance. Electrolytes are the sodium, potassium, ions. These are called electrolyte. Different types of electrolytes are there, and that are very important for the human life. Dear student, come to the importance of this water for the plant life. As you know, the process of photosynthesis. The process of photosynthesis, that is CO2 plus H2O taken from the ground, and formation of food takes place. C6H12O6 plus oxygen that get liberated from the breakdown of this water during the photosynthesis. So this water is very useful for the plant life and for the food manufacturing in the plants. It provides the medium for the transportation of different minerals, different food and minerals in the plant body. Likewise, it helps to maintenance of the plant structure by providing the appropriate pressure to the plant tissue. It provides the appropriate pressure, and it is having the get deposited in some reservoirs in the plant body. That is why the plant get supported by the pressure of the water. And my dear student, water as solvent, it is used in water is a cheap and easily available solvent. It is water is a polar molecule. Therefore, it is a very good solvent for ionic compound. Ionic compounds, like sodium chloride and other compounds, it will be the very good solvent. It is high dielectric constant because of which the force between the charged particle become the small, and that charged particles separate easily to go into the solution. Water can form the hydrogen bond with other polar molecules. So water is the main source for the providing hydrogen ion, and that will be able to bond the hydrogen bond for the different types of the compounds. Dear students, very important thing is that the water pollution. Dear students, water get polluted. If water get polluted, then there will be the problem for the different life forms like aquatic, terrestrial, and some others. If water get polluted, then there will be the problem for the aquatic animals, aquatic plants, as the decrease of the biological oxygen in that particular water. So dear student, different types of the sources of water pollutions are there, and you know something, that is the domestic sewage. Dear students, if domestic sewage is going to mix into the water, pond, lake, rivers, then that water quality will get decreased, and which results the decreased oxygen in that water, and that will be the harmful for the different life forms that are dependent on that particular water reservoir. Dear student, industrial discharges, as you know, the industrial discharges are having different types of the harmful organic, inorganic compounds. Different elements are there, and if they are mixing into the water reservoir, then there will be the problem of the different types of the harms to the life forms, as plant and animals both. Come to the next, that is the oils from the tankers. My dear student, if oils get leaked in the sea, then that part of the sea will get polluted by that oil, and the life form get affected, especially in the sea during the oil transportation. Others are agricultural sources. Dear students, while using different types of the insecticide, pesticide in the agriculture practices, then there will be the creation of the pollution due to that particular insecticide and pesticide, which are the very harmful chemicals, and that are responsible for the mixing into the water, especially into the groundwater, pond or lake during the flood, etc. Dear students, come to the measures that for the control of this water pollution. Different measures are there. There should be recycling of waste product. So waste product has to be recycled. That is why that waste product is not going to mix to the water reservoir. Bathing and washing in rivers and lakes should be avoided. Bathing and washing of cloths into the ponds and lakes, rivers has to be avoided. Biodegradable pesticides, etc. should be used, and others like DDT should not be used. That should be structured with some less harmful insecticides. DDT that has to be used. Direct outlet of domestic wastage, that should not be in the pond, lake, etc. Dear students, waste material must be removed before the water is allowed to that poured into the river, and periodic cleaning of the rivers, pond, lake, etc. has to be done very systematically, so that the water cannot be polluted, and the polluted water is very injurious for the health of human being. My dear student, apart from water, now come to the next, and that is soil. Dear student, the soil, that is a solid form of the earth, and that soil is especially for the cultivation of the crops, especially that is useful for the terrestrial animals and plants, and the soil is the reserve material for the life forms, especially the soil that is having the different types of the reserve material that is useful for the human, animals, as well as the plant also. Different types of the minerals, different types of the organic, inorganic compounds are there that are present in the soil, and if they extracted, that will be very useful for the human being. Dear students, come to the use of the soil in the concern of the agriculture. So while considering the agriculture practices, let us explain the composition of the soil. Dear students, soil is having the water, soil is having the air, soil is having the mineral matter, and soil is also having the different types of the organic matter, and these different types of the components which are present in the soil that are very beneficial for the life forms, especially plants, and that plants manufacture the food for others, food for themselves. That is why these plants is directly linked to the soil for the availability of food in the ecosystem, especially. Dear students, as far as the formation of soil, soil erosion and other topics that are that you have to study in this topic soil, that we will discuss in the next video. And dear students, this is the chapter of the natural resources, so that is why you have to have the more conscious about this learning of these topics. Though these topics are very easy, but you have to learn it in the proper mannered way. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.